It is easy to spot an oil slick from a satellite, but sometimes algal blooms are mistaken for oil. That is why, upon receiving satellite footage of a suspicious-looking spot, the Coast Guard sends a ship or a plane to determine what it is. As soon as an oil spill is verified, samples are taken from the water's surface and sent to a lab for testing. If the oil spill can be mechanically collected, the Coast Guard mobilizes its special fleet and tries to collect the pollution. If the spill exceeds 10 tons, the Coast Guard summons all services trained to respond to oil spills and, if needed, also calls for international help. In cases when oil is washed ashore, State Firefighting and Rescue Service takes over the duty, and the municipalities summon local residents and volunteers for help. When an oil slick is detected, the Coast Guard Service models its drift direction in order to forecast which beaches are at risk and what tactics should be used to collect the oil. It should be done in good time, as it is especially important to prevent the contamination of protected marine areas. On the other hand, remodeling the oil drift in reverse mode and comparing it with the trajectories of passing ships helps to identify the source of pollution. If the polluters are not caught red-handed, it is usually difficult to prove their fault. Denying responsibility is a common reaction because the penalties for pollution at sea are very severe. In case of an onshore oil spill, State Firefighting and Rescue Service is responsible for responding to the problem in cooperation with local authorities and volunteers. For the time being, organizing the volunteers in Latvia is in the hands of the concerned municipality. There is no common list of volunteers ready to take part in the cleanup operations. It would be useful to follow the Finnish experience. In Finland, the rescue service has set up a database in which the volunteers enter their names and contact information. They are notified if their help is needed and are free to decide whether to join the rescue effort or not. Volunteers in Finland take part in training seminars and are ready to provide qualified assistance in case of emergency. Everyone who's been in touch with oil products knows how difficult it is to collect and wash off oil. If an oil spill occurs in the ocean, various kinds of dispersants, including chemicals, are applied to make the oil sink. In the Baltic Sea, however, chemicals are almost never used due to the fragility of its ecosystem. Mechanical oil collecting is considered to be more suitable here. Booms are floating barriers used to contain the spilled oil and prevent the spread of it on the surface of water. They are mandatory for all oil-carrying vessels in the Latvian harbours. Skimmer is a special device that removes oil from the surface of water. There are different kinds of skimmers equipped with floating pumps, rotating brushes, discs, etc. With equipment similar to skimmers, oil can be removed even from ice, stone and land. Its operating principle makes use of the physical qualities of oil, namely sticking to brushes and floating on the water's surface. Who pays the bill? Cleanup costs may be extremely high. Depending on circumstances, the collection of 1 kilo of diesel fuel may cost from $200,000 up to as much as $2 million. There are two financial mechanisms to cover the costs. It's either the Oil Pollution Compensation Fund, to which the ship owners pay in a share of their profit, or vessel insurance system. Each country that has taken part in cleaning up spilled oil may claim the compensation of their expenses from insurance companies or the fund.